Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and another heavy metal diecast video, and today we have one here from Hobbymaster in 1/72 scale diecast. Of course, we have ourselves a manned missile. We have a F-104G Starfighter, and this one is from the German Marineflieger, which is the naval air arm of the German Navy, of course. The German Marineflieger was established in 1956, once West Germany had entered NATO in the mid-50s, of course. The English would play a major role in its creation and setting it up, basing it a lot on its own fleet air arm, of course. And this aircraft is from the Marinefliegergeschwader 2, which was one of two naval attack squadrons equipped with the F-104 Starfighter here. MFG-2 was active from 1958 until 2005, and this particular aircraft, upon its retirement from German service, would be sold off to Greece. And let us open the box up and check ourselves a Marine 104, and it does look very, very nice and snug in its Hobbymaster packet, of course, and it does have the usual details in the flap, but it is no good sitting in this box, is it? Alright guys, let's get this manned missile out of the box and get it into our hands and have a real good look at it. Alright, with this 104 blister pack out of the box, it does come with the usual Hobbymaster stand, of course. I did buy this brand new off a seller on eBay for $115. It does also come with a packet of ordnance that we need to put on. That looks pretty cool. Very bright orange on those ones as well. And of course, it does come with some instructions, which is always awesome. So this particular Hobbymaster one does come with some instructions. So if you have our Hobbymaster F-104, don't have any instructions, chuck it on pause. All right, we'll turf those out of the way. So we should not make a mistake with assembling this at all. So we'll get this lid off. Chuck that out of the way. And we'll grab this Starfighter out. Oh, well, that looks pretty cool. And of course, it does, in the packet, it does have the options for all the landing gear configurations, if you want gear up or gear down. Of course, it does have some options if you want to have the canopy in the open position, and a cool little pilot figure there as well. But we want to check out the aircraft first, in its bare bones, and we'll check out some of these details. Yeah, man, this looks pretty cool. Well, there's the Marine symbol on there. Very nice. Got some nice panel lines on there, typical Hobbymaster panel lines. This does look fantastic. Got some great tail markings, some pretty reasonable engine detail there. That's pretty cool. We'll turn this around. Pretty identical on the other side. Does have the arrestor hook underneath there. Obviously, because this is a marinized version. Obviously, we need to put a pitot tube in the front of there. I think I saw two in the box. They do give you a spare every now and then. We'll turn it over and have a little look underneath. It is a bright sort of silver underneath, maybe like a bare metal finish. That looks pretty cool. And obviously, it's, I suppose, well, it's in flight. So it's got the in-flight configuration in there. But what we're going to do is set this out with all its ordnance and everything like that. So what we'll do is we'll set this up properly and have a look at this in its completed form. Alrighty, here we have this F-104 Marineflieger set up beautifully. It was a straightforward sort of setup. This does look really nice. I actually like the orange accents against this dark grey main colour of the aircraft. But it was a very straightforward process. It was already had the wheel bay covers on. You just drop your pair of sidewinders right there, straightforward. Of course, I think that is most likely a pair of anti-shipping missiles there that you put on underneath there, of course. And of course, you put the wingtip tanks on there, and that is job done for your in-flight. And this does look absolutely beautiful. I think it looks fantastic. It is definitely a nice looking one for sure. And of course, you put your pitot tube in the front there. Don't forget that. And it does look absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Now, it's a very, very nice looking Starfighter, this one. I don't mind it at all. And of course, straightforward to put it on the stand, because this is the stand. And if you want to put it on the stand... Oh! Everyone together. Boo! You've got to take the Sidewinder missiles off, of course, and then you can put it on the stand like that. And that is unfortunate again that you cannot display your aircraft in flight with all its ordnance on, because as you can see, that hole, it's not going to you can't put these missiles on. There's no way, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain in the ass with some of these Hobby Master ones. But look, in the end, that's just the way it's designed, and glad I didn't drop that one. And that is that in flight, of course. Look, it still looks nice, but you just don't have those pair of sidewinders underneath. That's the unfortunate thing. But it does present nicely on this stand, of course, and it does look very cool. But of course, you know me by now. It is not the way I like to see my aircraft. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go off camera and chuck some landing gear on this, because you don't want to see me muck around and do that and waste your time watching me fool around with some landing gear. We'll do all that off camera and come right back in a second. All right, and this is it set up, gear down, of course, and it does set up nicely. The end result is very nice. Look, to be honest, if it didn't set up easily, this would be a nightmare. Thank God it's a Hobby Master one, because there is a lot of small parts that you've got to assemble. So you've got the nose wheel, of course. So you've got the nose wheel that goes in, and then the 2 gear bay doors. Now that's the easy bit. Now here, you've got to take this little piece out of the center here. You pull that out, you put your main landing gear section in, and then you put this center piece back over it again, and then you've got a little tiny gear bay door that you've got to put on, a tiny gear bay door here, and of course these 2 gear bay doors. And they have little pieces that need to sort of sit onto that main landing gear. As you can see, hopefully it's going to get in focus for you, and you'll be able to see those fine little struts and things like that there. They need to sort of sit in their places. It goes together smoothly. Like once you steady your hands and put it all together, it does go in nicely. It doesn't drop out. It's not hard to push in. So that is one positive side of it. I am thankful for that. If it was, say, I don't know, maybe another manufacturer, JC Winks, that does sometimes have some fitment issues, well, look, it might be a headache, but this went together beautifully, and it does set up really nice. It looks, the detail on it looks really nice. It does come up fantastic, and I reckon this does look awesome. I did put the open canopy on so you could see a little bit of detail in there. Hopefully you can see some of that detail. One thing I will say about this in a negative way, I don't get paid by anyone, so I can say bad things every now and then, is the fitment of the front glass here on mine. I'm pushing as hard as I can to keep that in place, because for the open canopy it is 3 separate pieces that you need to put on. So you've got a piece there, the open part, and then a piece at the back there. Those 2 pieces go on nicely. It's just that front glass doesn't push in properly, unfortunately. But that is just a little bit of a pain in the butt. And it's starting to affect the open part. But I just thought I'd put it on because it does look nice. Hopefully yours will go together nicely, and at least it might sort of show you a little bit of the detail inside. I'll take some proper photos of the inside of the cockpit there, so you can see some of that detail a lot easier than me trying to show you here. But this does set up very nicely, and it is an absolute awesome looking F-104, of course. I reckon it looks really nice. All right, we'll wind this video up. We'll put it on the deck here, and yeah, finish this up. So once again, this is by Hobby Master. It is 1/72nd scale die cast. It is an F-104 Starfighter, of course, from Marinefliegergeschwader 2, which of course was the air arm of the German Navy. And I do think it is a very nice rendition and comes up a treat. All right, guys, of course, if you like this as much as I do, hey, throw us one of those if you can find that little like button down below. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, feel free to do that, of course. And you can check out some of my other videos of die-cast aircraft and other stuff that we do. And I will, of course, take some photos of this, and you can check them at the end of the video, and you can see this awesome-looking Starfighter without my fat fingers all over it. and you can check it out in a lot more detail. All right, guys, of course, thank you so much for spending your valuable time checking out another one of my videos. I really do appreciate it. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.